Evening all, and welcome to episode 37 of season 7 of Factory Town, where I think today we're going to actually work on getting our happiness back up again. Not that we particularly need it, it's not that important, but I would like to get the coins flowing in again just to make things a little smoother for us. I did last episode about naming the town, and Matthew, thank you for your suggestions. I'm gonna go with one of them that's a little bit a bit of a twist in it. You recommended Hedgehog here, Sonic City, STH City, and Hogtown, and I like Hogtown, but I want to shorten it a little bit to Hogton. So that's what we're going to call it. We're going to be the town of Hogton. There we are. Town is now Hogton, and now you'll see our places are connected to Hogton. Yay! Awesome. So welcome to Hogton. Awesome. So I've told all the caravans to come to the centre here because I want to get them all. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to connect up this here, because we're going to use caravans to sell all the goods that we currently have. Still, that's what I'd like to do. I'm going to build a bit of road around here just to get it up. But what I want to do is I want to basically I want to kind of reset all these caravans, so I might just delete them and replace them because now we have the people. We can do that. So let's get rid of all them. I think that was all of them. None hidden somewhere, is there? Got our little train going around filling stuff up. I'm not sure how far he's got yet. I don't think very far. No, it's just got here. Hasn't been long since the last episode. But okay, so let's get a caravan. Now we're going to get 2 caravans per station. And we're going to need that because some stations have got 6 goods, some have got 5 or 4. 4 would fit in one caravan, but 6 will not. So I'm just going to do 2 in each station and spread it out between the 2. There we go. Okay, so we're going to start here, which is our first place, and it should be a very simple case of. Well, actually, if we open up a house and pin that, it should be a simple case of just copying down here. So we'll do the first 3, then we'll do the next 3. We won't pause the game, we'll leave it going. So let's go with, we can do the categories in a lot of places too. So grains. The next one down is going to be fish. Next one down is going to be meat. And the last one's going to be none. Okay. And then it's going to be the same for this one here. We will grab vegetables, punches, or juice. And then butter. Butter is not a category, butter is just a thing. And then the final one is going to be none. So there we go. And then that should correspond to this here, which has those 3, vegetable, those 3, and then obviously coal and fuel. We don't want to take coal and fuel. And then we can just say, hey you, would you deliver everything to there? And they will grab whatever items they need to do their thing. Which is awesome. And I might just pave off this entire area. They can move and do whatever they want to do. We'll be selling all the goods, which is awesome. So I'm going to go around and do that at every single station because it's going to be the same for each and every one. So now we go for this one. That's just going to be like 3 and then 2, and then we shall come back once I have gone round and done all of them. And there we go. We now have all of our caravans delivering the goods from here. Each one has got up to 3 in them. The only difference was the tavern here because there's only 8 goods for the tavern. The speciality at the moment. So I just went 1 and 2. That was it. So, but yeah, we will need to actually produce some of these goods here because we're not, and that's not really what we'll do. I wouldn't mind just... My goal is basically going to be get this town to the highest happiness it can possibly go to. Which is now interesting because they can produce goods... They can consume goods twice as fast. Which is kind of a downside and an upside at the same time. I think it means the demand is going to be quite low because we're not supplying enough to them, but our happiness is going to be higher. They can buy twice as much, but I don't think it makes the happiness drop any quicker. So providing we can keep the happiness levels high, we'll be okay. Hopefully. Grain's unfortunately dropping. I do wonder whether it actually does, now I'm looking at that, affect the happiness as well. I wonder whether we're having this set to commerce. Might not be a bad, might be bad. We'll set it back to none for the minute, so we don't munch away at that so much. I mean, we could obviously do things here like I mean, we could move our school here. I was trying to think what the name was for it, and it's right there in front of me. We can move the school here, and have because we are delivering books. We are delivering stamina spell books here, so we could move the school in range of it. We'd have to put a medicine hut down as well somewhere, which is fine. We could just put one down for no particular reason, but we could put one down. We could have the school here. We could deliver books to the school, and if we... I like that idea. I like that idea. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to change our town to be education, which means this needs to be changed. Now, we are currently... I don't think we're... Oh, I don't want to research that. No. I don't really want to research anything right now. I think we're good. So if I remove all these and remove the school, down to here. We're going to put the school right here. Yeah, we'll put the school right here, on the train track. And I'm doing that because I want to grab a train stop, and I want to do that. Because the books that we're using are the stamina spell books. And if I do this, it means the train will drop the stamina spell books into the train station, into the school first. Then it will drop it into this one. And we'll sell them afterwards, which means the school gets priority. Which I like. I like that. And you can see here it's got 11 per second because of the happiness. Wow, that means research is awesome. And then, oh, we need to build a medical hut. We'll put this one over here. We'll put the medical hut there. Doesn't have to do anything. Oh, you can make medical wrap just so the icon disappears on it. But yeah, it doesn't actually have to do anything. It's just there purely for aesthetic reasons, so we can click this and then go... Oh, we need 2 schools. Oh, okay. Right. I do believe there is... We'll put a school, like... We could deliver goods from here to there, but what I'm concerned about is it's selling the goods before it gets there, so I kind of want to prioritise them into here first. So, yeah. I don't know if you can do 2 different sets of research. You can do 2 different sets of research. Interesting. 2 schools can do different research. Okay. So now we can do knowledge. There is a bug currently that if you set your speciality and then you remove one of the items from the speciality, your speciality stays even though it's not available. No, it's technically not. You can't click it because it's not technically available. But we're not going to do that. We're going to put this back in. Because yeah, I'll put you there. So in that case, I'm going to move the metal hut to, we'll say, yeah. And I'm going to set you to. You can just stay as you are. Yeah, stay as you are. So that's currently getting 2.6 a second. That's from the happiness, and also it should be getting a bonus. Doubles the output of related recipes. Also doubles knowledge gained from research activity. Okay, so when we produce some research, instead of getting 15 work units gives us 1 towards the 100%, it will give us 2, which is awesome. But we're going to generally use this school down here. This is going to be the one that you see. It's highlighted yellow now, so we're getting a bonus to everything, which is fantastic. Fantastic. Let's give it a go. Let's do civics. Here we go. Running way faster. Oh no, it does 1. That's weird. Doubles knowledge gained from research activity. It completes 1, and instead of going to 15, it just goes to... I thought it would give you 2 hits per go, but guess not. Okay. Okay, so I don't quite understand how that one's working, but that's fine. Fine. Okay. So did we have a train that was still coming up here picking up books? I don't remember. I don't remember if we did. Yeah, but I don't think we did. I know we have a train coming up here picking up Dragon Punch. So there it is there. Now it's picking up stamina spell books as well. Ah, but there's no... Right, okay. So we no longer want any of that. What we want is that. Just pick up. Just pick up from the station. And then away you go. Awesome. And we have the airship here, so we can take out some stuff from here if we want to take out the mana crystals, which we probably will do at some point. This is all running very well. You're just taking your time because it takes time to make Dragon Punch. That's fine. Hey. Okay. And then you come down here. I just want to check where he goes to. Sure everything is going exactly where it should be going. This is actually using up all its coal, although I think you just come back with coal. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Awesome. So that means it's just this last one that requires water. So awesome source, and it's great. So we're picking up coal and water. We are delivering it to every station. We're basically just topping off the water as we go. We probably need to add 2 waters to that because trains use way more water than they do fuel. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, so you drop all 50 in there? No, you didn't drop all 50 in there. Interesting. Wonder why it didn't drop all 50 in one go. I feel like it should have done. I feel like it should have dropped all 50 books in there because this can store almost 200, which is 50 books. Is that correct? No, 50, so 5, 10, 15. It would drop 3 books in there. That makes sense. It would drop 3 books in there. Okay. So we'll have to keep an eye on the levels of things because we might struggle. If I tell you to do civics, you won't actually do anything ever because you don't have any books, but that's fine. Get rid of that flashing icon. Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on some of our supply and demand here. Granger's come back up again, that's awesome. Exotic fruit. I'm thinking that a lot of these is that the train takes too long to get from where it is to here. And the only real way to fix that is either a second train and have 2 trains going around the track doing what they're doing, or make the train larger so it delivers, instead of 50 goods, it delivers 100 goods if you double the carriages on it, so on and so forth. What I want to do is avoid stuff like this that we've done here with this train. I kind of want to break this train up and rather than have everything go to this one station here, I want to break it up and do it elsewhere, but we'll find that. There's also stuff here that I need to look at because something's gone a bit wrong with this, I think. We're no longer producing anywhere near the amount of bread we once were. We have farm capability to produce way more than we currently have, because we're only using 3 workers here. And you're producing... You're not stopping. Okay. Yeah, you're not stopping, so that's fine. So, I mean, we're in a situation here where we could happily double this up. We could double the farms to 6 workers, and we could add 2 more barns, grain mills onto it, and then we could add more kitchens to double our throughput here. Or we could build another town here. We could build a little town. We could connect up all the kitchens to the town. And through that, we could get more goodies. I'm not sure we've because it's a square number, it's not centered, and that annoys me. It should be centered. No. Really, I should grab all this and move it over by 1, and then just double up the usage in the center line there, which is very tempting. very tempting, but we'll see. So I put down this. So what do we need for... I want baking. Where is baking? That one. Bread. That also doubles the grain made, which would be quite useful because then we could add a kitchen onto each grain mill. Potentially with that. What does that require? Sorry, that's what I was looking for, and I read the thing and then left. Pressing requires 10 houses. We don't have 10 houses. A lumber mill, a grain mill. We have grain mill. And a stonemason. So we'd have to build a lumber mill and stonemason in the area. And 10 houses. Well, we don't have 10 houses, so that's something for the future. That is something for the future. We'll have a look-see about doing that. Probably take out this, move things around a bit, and we'd have a kitchen, 1 kitchen in front of 1 grain mill. Because the grain mill produces double, that means it's producing 2 every 4 seconds. And this requires 2 every 4 seconds, or 4 work units, which are seconds. And I have no idea why I literally did air quotes, because you can't see me. So... air quotes. Work units, seconds. Yes, it's the same thing. It works. But it is. I do agree that it's easier to read when you look here. You can see all the breakdown. So I like the change to work units. It just is currently seconds. So okay. So what else do we need to have a look at then? So bread needs looking at because it's struggling. That's fine. This is struggling as well. We could very, very easily put down a town centre here and cover all of these and these quite easily and build some houses around here. So yeah, I think that would, if we did that, we'd help all of our kitchens out, which I think would be beneficial to everything. So that's quite good. And then should we require anything more that uses kitchenness, which I'm sure we have. I don't think we're making anything else with the kitchen anywhere else at the moment. Might be wrong. If we did, we'd put it over here, because then it would be in the town. It would all go here. Our kitchenness would go here, we'd have a kitchen town. Chef town. So yeah, I think that's definitely a kind of a thing that works there. You have no speciality. I might move that town centre as well. Although, as long as we put the houses outside of its ring sphere influence, it'd be fine. If we might just move it up here, out the way somewhere, just temporarily to or I might move it like up here, and then make this the industrial centre, the industry, which does machine shops and forges, and that would be extremely useful for stuff, because we could put it up here, and then we could make this area into making our reinforced planks, because we are pretty much out of reinforced planks, and we're out of them because we don't have enough. The sound one's always good. We don't have enough wood. We don't have enough planks. Does industry affect planks? It does not, but it does affect iron, nails, and reinforced planks. So we get double the iron, double the nails, and double the reinforced planks. So that's a potential win-win there. Forestry is what gives us more wood. So we just need to figure out the wood, better wood, which is doable, because this is producing way more than we're getting here. So that's doable. So I kind of like that idea. I kind of like the idea of trying to focus on little towns and places to boost our economy, just to keep this satisfied, to keep our happiness satisfied. We know that this happiness supply here is only available for this town, because it's the only one producing goods. So any other town we make won't be actually consuming goods, I should say. And because it's not consuming goods, it won't get a happiness bonus. We could do that. We could feed it just its happiness bonus, just the goods it makes. So like a little town here could just eat bread and veggie stew, because that's what it's making, and they're readily available. And this one little town that we would make over here, I don't know how I'd do that. Probably have to cut into these trees here. Is it doable? We could move this forester over here. Plant these trees here, put some houses here. People, and the idea is that obviously you have houses here, and the people that live here work in these buildings. Right now, everyone has to commute from here, probably via train. So, you know, they've got to leave their house, got to go down the road, they've got to wait at the train station for the train to come along, jump in a cart with loads of other goods in there. You know, travel around, travel all the way up here, get off this train station here, walk down here, or maybe catch a caravan down to here, walk over to their place, you know, climb over all these belts to get into their workplaces. And then when the sun goes down, they can go back home again. And the sun never goes down. Ah, what fun. I've just also noticed we were in the middle of doing this, and I completely forgot about it. So that's what updates do. Updates, they take away your brain and stop you doing things, which is great. But so these were going to be the books, weren't they? The different books which we were doing. But we need to produce the ethers, don't we? That's where we were here. And we were going to do that. That's what we got airships for. That's what we did all this. We did where are we? Where there we go. We have an airship place full of water stones. We were going to have airships built and fly around and do things, and I completely forgot about it. Okay, so that's the next step. That's what we're going to do next time. What do we need to upgrade to the next? We need magic jewelry made in the enchanter. And we do have that unlocked. Crown and necklaces. So we also need to do that. So we could also put another town over here, because we currently have one spare. We can move the main town. I will probably use cheats to move the main town. We could empty it out of goods. But, I mean, the effort going through to do that. I could just delete all the stuff that's in here. It's not really important. There's nothing in here that we want to keep other than the fertilizer. It's the only thing we're actually putting in the base because I just wanted to empty. No, we were taking some fertilizer out, weren't we? Yeah, I was trying to fill up this here for farms and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. This affinity is almost. See, this is 100%. We could happily put more onto this. We'll see. We'll see if we could tax the demand of a farm so that it's actually consuming so much stuff it requires the fields and other bits and pieces. Good idea. But yeah, I think I will just change that option in the settings to allow me to move a storage building just to move the town centre one place. Because, as I said before, if I was starting this game and I knew the town centre had specialities, I would not have built all this stuff so close to it. Would have been a very different layout from the start. You plan your towns from the start, I think. That would be how it goes. Basically, the first town that you build, the town centre you build, would be your houses, I suppose. You put your houses, you start surrounding the place with houses, maybe a couple of buildings on the outskirts of it, but then obviously its sphere of influence is way smaller, so you might just go with houses to start with and just work on that. And then, as I said, once you get up to this sort of level, you build an industrial town, you build a kitchen town or a produce town, you build a happiness town. Although I wouldn't necessarily build a happiness town if I was honest with you. I think if I started again, which I'm not doing, don't worry, we're not doing that, we're going to carry on through this here, but if I was to start again, my plan would be 5 towns of different stuff, with different focuses. So, you know, not so sure about a farming town or a forestry one, because I don't think they're terribly needed, but maybe a mining town somewhere, although again that's dotted around. So the first 3 maybe not, but a processing town, an industry town, an artistry town, and a magic town. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then the 5th town could be a commerce town, I suppose, or something like that. But I mean, the first 3 are good, but farming you can do because you can localize it, and forestry you can also localize, so they kind of make sense. Mining you don't really localize until it's very end game, because you can't put mines down where you want and then just put down the ores for them to mine. You have to go and find the ores and put down the mines, buy the ores that way. And if we put down a town here for this one, that's great, it got coal and stone, but then I can't do it over here for iron because the iron's far away, and then we can't do the magic because yeah. So once you get omni planters, which is end game, you could put in the 5th town of mining and just have an area that's dedicated to mines. You just put an area. I build a mine, I put down the omni planters. Spoilers for anyone who doesn't know the end game in this one, but you can actually place down mine resources by putting down like tree planters. You put down omni planters, you put the things on top, and they grow that way. But yeah. So I think next episode we will get the magic going again. We'll work on the magic. We'll build up our magic supplies and get those sold off, and hopefully our happiness and stuff will balance. And we can also look at doing, if I concentrate all the magic over here, that makes sense, because then we can put a town in, do the magic. So I need to leave a little bit of space somewhere for it. I'll figure it out. And we can also do magic jewelry and have that be trained in. And then once we get enough magic jewelry stored, we can upgrade the town, which should give us, I want to say 10 more houses. It might give us 20 because it's a bit weird, because you get 100 houses by the end of the game. I think, unless it's now 50 houses and you get 5 per go. Which, that might be the way of things. I don't know. The way we're looking at it, it might be, but I think the last 2 are like, you know, 20 and 40 houses, so you get a big boost towards the end. So, and we'll see. And our goal is basically going to try and ignoring the other towns. So I might not do any happiness in the other towns. We might never use the happiness bonus there. This one town, which is our happiness bonus, I would like to see all of this blue, at least 100% blue all the way down the whole thing. That's the goal. That's the goal. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to do it. So there we go. Okay. So, right then. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.